and Blazer have been doing a good job for Murray with Ainsworth, ever reliable.
And if I was coach of Murray, but I'm not, I would switch Reynolds with Mutke.
Yeah, get him up forward and give him a run up there.
Ball back in the centre, starts for the third quarter. Up they go there now, crashing through the pack. The Morwell player held up in the contest, and the umpire says, give it to me. We'll have a ball up. And in fading light here, and the ball umpire throws it up there again. Morrow gets the full purchase. Hogarth in there. He crashes through the pack at the fall. The footy umpire says, give it to me. And if Moe really need to throw everything out in this start of this third quarter to get themselves back into that game. Up they go. Morrow again takes front position, but again not to the advantage of Moore. Coming in there, good work of Tatterson, gets it across nicely, but a free kick, and that will be going to Tatterson for a high tackle. So he'll go inside the 50-metre forward. Lovely looking way to kick, and there he is. The boy from Morwell, Manon Johnson. And he already has 3 goals this afternoon, and he has nearly been the difference.
He certainly has. His ball's gone forward. He's been a target all day from all, and he's rewarded the guys kicking the ball into him by finishing off. So
Manon Johnson already has 3 goals this afternoon. I wondered at the start of the game where Moore was going to get their goals from, but certainly don't have to look any further than young Manon. In he comes in now, 45 metres out, puts the ball on the boot, be shanked this one to the left, not going to quite make that, going off hands, and the ball's going out of bounds, no score. And Moore's starting off a little bit up forward like they did at the start of the second quarter.
Yeah, identical to the second quarter. First minute, Moore have a shot on goal and out of bounds on the full, so it's a carbon copy of the second quarter.
Doc Buckshaw scoreboard, Moore 6-5-41, Moe 3-5-23.
Ball thrown in from the adjacent to the Moore behind post, and it's a free kick to Moe off the ground after that ruck competition. So Moe should clear the ball out now. They move the ball down the far side of the ground looking for Blazer and not quite finding Blazer. Ball's played on by the umpires. Suter moves the ball back in for Moore. The mark can't be taken by Moore. Ball's on the ground, centre half forward area of Moore. Pack forms now. No one can get the ball clear. The up ball has spilled out now, and Blazer gets a handball away. The umpires called a throw and a free kick to Moore. Looks like it'll go to Joel Suter. So I don't know how he could see. I don't know how he could see that, but the throw's been called against Moe. It's Boyd Bailey.
X-ray eyes there.
Yeah. So Boyd Bailey will take the kick. He'll kick from outside or just on the 50-metre line, directly in front of goal. I think it might test him now, this kick, but we'll see. He comes in now. He'll kick from about 55. Moe player on the mark just inside the 50-metre arc. Gives it a good kick. Players move back towards it. I think it's drifted across. Murray's there on the fence, last line of the fence, knocks it through for a behind. So Moore move on to 6-6-42, lead Murray 3-5-23.
Yeah, good kick though. Just falling short. Biffin with the ball now for Moe to bring the ball back in. Lead made to him by McIntosh, but that ignored. He goes out to the other side of the ground, goes along, and they're looking for Vestig. He can't climb the foot. He drops it in there now. Is picking up there for Moore, hitting in the contest. There was Suter, he goes back, and Royal's got hold of it now. He goes backwards over Ryan. Ryan goes by hand, and Duncan's got hold of it at the fall of the footy. He knocks it out again. Moore, an opportunity through the middle of the ground with Ryan. He goes out looking for Hogarth, goes over his head, can't control the footy. Good work there, allows Biffin the opportunity for Moe, but a poor disposal by Biffin, and the ball's not quite gone over. Good work by Jenkins, and then he spilled it in right at the crucial moment. And the ball's gone out of bounds right in front of the interchange bench here.
Moore will be disappointed with that. They had the numbers at the centre of the ground there, and they let Moe in and let them get away with that then.
So ball to be thrown back in. Up they go, front position. Grinning gets hold of it now. Good work there, crashing through. But Darby Lock, he can't control the footy. Moe with the numbers there now, picked up by Collins. He goes backwards, crashing in after the lane and be a kick downfield. And a bit of feeling there, but nothing in it really. And Jenkinson will take the kick right in front of our commentary box. So Moe to go forward into the... And Beguil, so Beguil take the mark. Too far out from goal, half forward flank just inside the bench. He decides to go a long switch. A clever kick by Beguil. And he's found his man 40 metres out directly in front. And he'll have a shot for goal. And a very important kick for this one for the Moe Footy Club if they're going to win this game. And
beautiful kick there by Gill from the boundary line. Squared the ball up the centre half forward. Found a Moe player practically on his own. 40 out from goal. Takes the mark. Great work by their coach.
And here comes the young fella. And it's Van Dyke. Puts the ball on the boot. And he's going. Just snuck back in. And Van Dyke's got it. So Moe's first goal for this third term. And a much-needed goal for Moe, so they'll move on to 4-5-29 to more 6-6-42, so stay within touch, Moe.
Yeah, and that was certainly well set up by the coach of Murray there, Burgill. He had the ball too far out and in a pretty awkward position, pinned up against the boundary line. He squared it up into the centre of the ground, coming as if he was going to have a shot on goal and just turned it at the last minute. And that's what his class is.
And he was one of the guys we said at half-time had to sort of stand up for Moe in this quarter, and certainly a good sign from him. Ball back in the centre. Morrow up against Grinning. Up they go there now. Green, good work, but in there is Blazer, but he's wrapped up in the tackle. And Devon Suter will be... he's played a game today with pairing up with Blazer.
Certainly will.
And ball goes up in the centre. Up they go again. Morrow gets first pressure. Ball at the footy. Good, clever way by Blazer. Blazer goes by hand where he tackles. Jenkinson gets hold of it now. Goes back to Blazer. Good work by Blazer. Going to kick it round the corner. Looking for McGill. McGill can't quite get hold of it. Oh, kept it in. Umpire says no, he didn't. And it would have been a photo finish. And the umpire says, give it to me, fellas. We'll have a ball in. Throw in right on the 50-metre arc. And in fading light here, the lights need to kick in. And... good contest now. We've got Moe 29 trailing Morwell 42. 5 minutes in. Ball thrown back in. Up they go. Ball hits the deck now. Opportunity again there for Moe. Couldn't quite find the handle to a ball. Kind of diving back in there. Good work there by Bailey. Goes this 1-2. Ball comes backwards. Good active work by McGill to knock it to the advantage of Moe. But again, the ball's finished up where it was before. And we'll have another ball throw in on the 50-metre arc. Joel said a bit a little quiet.
He has gone a little bit quiet in the later part of that second quarter and the start of this quarter.
So ball thrown back in, front position. Grinning gets hold of it now, gets it right. Roves his own ball, gets hold of it now, cleverly gets it up, looking for, and then Morrow in front position, couldn't quite find the kind of driving in on top of it there from Moe was Kugel, he can't get hold of it. Mannon Johnson comes in to help out from Moe, he kicks it over the top, real foot race here, no one in, 2-on-1, and Buzzell's in there, he puts good pressure on the play, and he was the only Morwell boy there, and forced the ball out of bounds, 70 metres around from the Morwell goal.
Interesting for Morwell, Grinning's won the last 4 ruck contests, and interesting signs there.
Ball thrown back in there again at the fall of the footy. Good work there by Woods. He can't get on. A little kick to the advantage of Moe. In there is Suter now on the wing. He goes this way backwards as he does with brute strength. But Blazer gets a little toe poke on it, kicking in the centre of the ground. Crashing through there is Duncan. He's tackled by 2 Moe players with brute strength. And umpire Bahaja comes in and says it'll be a free kick against the Moe player. And a little bit of push and shove, bit of feeling out there by the 2 teams. And as we know, it's rivalry there. And umpire Bahaja will keep an eye on the circumstances there.
Late call by Bahaja. Then he called a ball up to start with and then changed his mind for a free kick.
So now, ball with Duncan. Chunky Duncan kicks it to the centre half forward position, picked up by Biffin. His ball's smothered off the boot. Good work by Moore. Very quick hands to Devon Suter. Was a bit too quick for him. Ball comes in there nicely there, picked up by Brereton. Whistle on play. And there'll be a free kick and free kick going to Moe. And Tyson Biffin, who's really tried hard in that defensive work.
Yeah, he's played well this afternoon.
Not a lot of him.
Brings the ball out wide to Jenkinson, another good player for Moe. So he's marked the ball on the 50-metre line at the Morwell's attacking end of the ground. He brings the ball out now on the wide out onto wing looking for, but can't find Big Kugel. So the ball's across the boundary line right in front of the Moe coach's box, and there'll be another throw in. And, so we'll see Morrow up against Grinning in the ruck this time. We'll see how we go here. So Morrow's got best position. He palms the ball over the back. There's no one there. Comes to ground now. Moe get the ball clear, but they can't get away from it. Grinning's dived in on the ground now. A pack forms there again. It'll be a ball up. Umpire Bahaja comes in and says he'll ball it up. A lot of times today the packs have curated when the ball's gone to ground because there's a lot of one-on-one football out there. Ball goes up in the air now. Morrow's got front position. Grinning comes over the top and it's a free kick to Morrow. And that's good play by Morrow, getting in front position in a ruck contest. The guy's got to come over the top of him to get to the ball. Gets the ball off to Blazer now. Handball. Blazer brings it back up along the wing looking for Bergill. Well done, Simon Noy. Well done, Bergill off the ground. Jenkinson now. It's a foot race here. The ball goes to ground on the wing. Simon Noy gets a handball to the centre. There's no one there. Jacob Woods there for Moe though. He's got the ball paddling in front of him. Ball comes clear. Moore will turn it back over now and they go back forward. The mark's taken. They drop there by Devon Suter. He comes back into the centre of the ground. Feeds the ball off to Duncan. Duncan moves the ball down into the forward line. Over the back there's Mannon Johnson. He gets that couple of yards though. He can't take the ball cleanly. Well pressured and good work by the Moe defence there. And the ball spills forward now just inside the Morwell 50-metre line on the far side of the ground. The ball's still there. Comes out now to Morwell. Ryan, I think that is, with the ball comes through. Can't get clear of the pack. Ball goes to ground. It's a free kick to Murray, dropping the ball. Good defensive work there by Murray. They held that ball up well. Morwell had the opportunity to break clear. So the ball goes out wide now to the centre wing where the mark's been taken by Murray on the far side of the ground.
It's a bit dark on the far side.
It is a bit dark
Steve.
on the far side. Should have brought the binoculars. Ball stays around they hug that boundary line around there, and the ball's marked by Murray on the far wing.
So Lucas Fry with the footy goes from Moe, goes down the line looking for the big fella. Kugel can't quite do a front position, but forced his man. And free kick going to Morwell in that centre half back position. He goes backwards to suit a little kick over the top and finds Michael P. Duncan. So he goes by hand there back to Suter. So the new coach of Morwell goes inboard. Cleverly weighted kick finds Jacobson on the wing. And looking to switch the ball away. Plenty of leads on offer. Gets it across now to Simon Noy. But good work coming in by McGill to put a fist on the play. Looking there for the turnover. Can't quite get it. More than numbers there. McGill putting pressure on. Throw out there to Devon Suter. Umpires just play on. Devon Suter wrapped up in the tackle. Free kick to Moe. So
it's pretty hot there in the centre of the ground. A couple of good tackles by both teams there.
Biffin with the kick. He goes short. And another mark taken for Moe. And that's Lucas Fry. So Fry goes inboard to the 50-metre opening for the high flyers. Old Engel couldn't quite hang on to the footy. And they're the ones you've got to hang on to, son, and in those key positions. So the ball's gone out of bounds right in front of the light tower, 40 metres out from the Moe goal. Clock shop scoreboard. Morwell 6-6-42. Moe 4-5-29. We've played 11 minutes in this third term.
Ball comes back into play now on the Moe's attacking end of the ground, 40 metres out from their goal. Pack forms on the ground from the boundary throwing, and it'll now be a ball up. Umpire comes in and calls for a ball up. So both sides certainly throwing everything at it this quarter. They both realise this is a quarter that one of them needs to make a move. The ball goes up there. The ball comes back down to ground. No one gets clear with the ball. It's on the ground again. Moe get a quick handball out now, and it's Blazer on the far side, but the ball beats him over the boundary line, and there'll be a throw in. So they've moved 10 metres. It's 30 metres around from the Moe goals now, and certainly they'll be looking for something out of this ruck contest. We've got Angley there up against Moosel for Morwell. So the ball gets thrown in now. Comes to ground. Morwell get the ball, but no one can take it cleanly. Spills out the back now. Moe have got control of the ball. Comes back into their forward line. It's an up and under kick. Someone's got to be waiting underneath that. The mark hits the ground. No one takes the mark. Moe pounce on the ball, but there'll be a throw up. Pressure game now. I think they both realise that the next goal is pretty important in this game.
Again, the boy on the end of it there, kicking it in. He's been good.
Ball's thrown up. Morwell get the tap down. That kicks out of the back line now, but only goes as far as the boundary line on the centre wing, far side of the ground. And there'll be a throw out. So Morwell have cleared the ball out, but certainly it wasn't easy for them to do that. Good pressure by both sides going forward here. Boundary throw in, centre of the ground, far side of the ground. Ball comes in now. It's Morrow and Grinning, and Morrow wins the ball down again. Ball comes down to Moe. It's well tackled there by Morwell. The player couldn't get away. Pack forms on the ground, and the umpire comes in and we'll ball it up. 13 minutes gone, third quarter. Morwell 6-6-42, lead Moe 4-5-29.
Yeah, Moe get the next one, and they're right back in this game. So there's a rid of it, and again, ball swaps out the puck. Moe with an opportunity, goes by hand, putting it in the middle, but again, plenty of numbers from Morwell, getting able to gets it across there nicely there to Jacobson. Jacobson's very cool with the head, gets it across. Speaking of cool, that's Michael Junkin, but a poor disposal gets it to Moe, and he laces up, and Beguile's taken the mark. Good effort by Collins to get the ball in the centre of the ground from Moe, and Beguile, he'll kick from 48 metres out and just right on his measure, but he decides to go short over the top, and very unselfishly, and the young fellow who's just come on the ground for Moe, and Dylan Bentley will take the mark and kick from about 40 metres out on just a 45-degree angle, but Moe get this one. They're back within 7 points, so a very important kick, and really that'll be the second goal. So in they come now. Dylan Bentley lining up, young boy from Moe. And Noy got pretty good kicking skills, I think, the boy, so kicked on the boot, but this is no good at this stage. It fades to the right-hand side and hits the post, so no score. Opportunity gone begging there for the Moe team.
And both their scoring opportunities coming via Bergill this quarter, so certainly he's lifted his work rate. And that little chip in where he appears to have a set shot, that's a couple of times he's done that today, and Morwell got to be awake to that.
So Mussel gets hold of it now, and a little short kick over to Boyd Bailey, still in the back pocket for Morwell. So Bailey now kicks to centre forward dangerously, finds Devon Suter. Devon Suter got a cool head on him too. He kicks it out looking for Jack Brown, who's been pretty quiet today, coming across was Collins, and good clever work by Collins to get the ball, kicks it around the corner, opportunity now, Angle picks it up, has a shot for goal, comes in, going. and it's just gone through
Faded
for
off.
one behind. So and on the dock shop scoreboard, all of a sudden Moe is starting to really work this forward line, and they move on to 6:30 to Morwell 3:42. So we're back to a 2-goal ball game. Now Hogarth with the ball for Morwell. He's in the half-back flank, kicks out to the far wing, and lead there, and the mark taken for Morwell. So Duncan takes the ball, kicks it in now to Tatterson. Tatterson still back on the half-back flank. So for Morwell, Tatterson has the footy. Morwell obviously going to hang on to the ball till they use it, but opportunity picked up now. A little kick over the top by Mann, and Johnson goes short, and mark taken there for Morwell by Duncan. So Duncan then again, they're just moving the ball around and chipping it around, just trying to find their right options. And still 70 metres around from their goal, goes to the centre half of the goal, intercepting. Good work by Moe there to pick up the ball on the far side of the ground.
Peter Ainsworth.
Ainsworth kicks it down the line, but there's no one home for Moe, and so picked up there by Muzzle from Morwell. He goes inboard to the centre of the ground nicely to Schultz. So Schultz with the footy. Plenty of leads on offer. I don't know whether the legs are getting a bit tired for Moe, but Tatterson's got the footy there in the middle. He kicks it to the half-back flank, but nice mark taken there by Duncan. He plays on now, has a shot for goal, and it's just across to the left-hand side and through for one behind.
Couple of minutes there, the pace just went right out of the game. The ball was sort of just floating along, going up and down onto one spot, a lot of the players. So the pace off for the time being. Moe bring the ball back in now from the kick in. Mark Burgill. Burgill down in the back pocket, long way from the goals. He's got the mark though, brings the ball back inboard into directly in front of the goals, and it's marked there by Moe. They bring the ball straight across the ground now. They've got the numbers out wide. Three players out there, but the boundary line beats them both, and the kick went between the 3 players and rolled over the line for a throw-in. They'll be disappointed there, Moe, because they had the jump on Morwell. The Dock Shop scoreboard sees Morwell 6-7-43, lead Moe 4-6-30.
Fantastic set play there, and they got all the numbers there, but just the balls trickled out of bounds. Ball thrown back in there, picked up now quickly by Morwell, thumping it long into the forward line, looking for the high flies, but Reynolds is on the end of it for Moe and takes a mark in the last line of defence. He kicks it, switches the play across nicely there to McIntosh. McIntosh runs in, looks into the centre of the ground. Good option across there. Finds his man in Blazer. Blazer then kicks it to Beguil on the wing in front of our commentary box. Blazer gets Beguil now, goes long, looking for the lead of Engley. Ball doesn't make the second. Engley keeps it in cleverly, kicks it around, looking for the centre hub. Really centering the ball, 2-on-4. Up they go, crashing into it, printing a desperation. Little Bentley picks up for Moe now, couldn't quite hang on to it. And good pressure by Morwell. Michael Duncan to force the ball out of bounds, and we'll have a throw in 40 metres around from Moe goal, but they start to look a bit dangerous.
They look like they're going to run over Moe at the moment. They've sort of got the legs and they've got the pace on the game at the moment.
So ball thrown back in. Up they go, just out from all there. Musselkid puts it down, looking for Duncan. Ball hits the deck there, goes down. Little indiscriminate hand in there coming now. Jacobson again, the last line. Defence goes short round the corner, coming across the top. Beguil can't find the handle to it. Does now, works it back in, goes to ground, gets it out the back there to Wood. Wood's wrapped up in the tackle, shrugs everything beautifully, gets it across by strength to Kugel. Kugel thumps it long into the forward line. Up they go. Couldn't quite take the mark. Picked up nicely by Morwell. Boyd Bailey relieves the pressure momentarily. Kicks it out on the far side, real foot race. Out there now is Ryan. He'll pick it up now for Morwell. He's got a ton of room, and he's a cool head Ryan. He'll wait and take his time. Looks to go over the top, goes this way, that way, and a little kick round the corner nicely. And Morwell with their run goes in long. They go opportunity on the Mann and Johnson, who takes the mark. 35 metres out from goal, but he's right on the boundary line.
Right on the boundary line, far side of the ground. He's looking to bring the ball inboard.
Brereton made a lead, and he chose to ignore that, so it proves that Mann and Johnson is a true forward.
Good defence by Murray. They shut them options down there where he forced him to have the shot. Couldn't get an option inboard to move the ball into it.
Obviously, Collingwood have beat Essendon. My phone has had a few messages from Collingwood supporters. In comes Mann and Johnson. Kicks up behind. So Morwell again have a few opportunities. They move on to 6 goals, 8:44 to Moe 4-6-30 on the Dock Shop scoreboard. We played nearly 19 minutes in this third term, but still of an arm wrestle, Steve.
It is an arm wrestler. Burgill's work rate certainly lifted. He's been good this quarter for Moe. The ball comes in now. It's a long kick way outside of 50, but it's a free kick to Morwell. Played. I thought it was the other way, so Morwell bring the ball straight back into the forward line. It's a mark to Murray there. They play on quickly now, and they'll bring the ball out. Dangerous kick into there, but it's well marked there.
By Van Dijk, he's starting to work his way. He's starting to work.
The last quarter and a half has been good. So he's got the ball now at centre half back. He brings the ball out wide on the far side of the ground, looking for the young fella there in Bentley. He goes to ground, but holds his feet, gets back up now, gets a run around, and gets tackled, but manages to get the ball away. Moore picked the ball up now through Grinning. They go back out now with a 1-2 around the far side, looking to go forward again, and Johnson's got the ball again. 60 out, directly under the light tower there, and there's a 50-metre penalty.
I tell you what, umpire.
That was a bit quick, that one.
You've got to be kidding me.
Morwell took the mark, and the umpires called 50. The player ran over the mark instantaneously as he took the mark. And
I really thought Johnson played on, to be honest.
Yeah, so Johnson's got the ball. He was 60 out on the boundary line. He's now 10 out on the 45-degree, or well, practically in front. Comes in now, Johnson, for his 4th goal of the afternoon.
He won't miss this.
Runs in. Kicks it truly. The goal umpire doesn't move, just bobs his head. Straight through the middle for Mann and Johnson. Ball will go on to 7-8-50. Lead Moe 4-6-30 on the Dock Shop scoreboard. 21 minutes gone, third quarter of the 2015 Anzac Day clash between Moe and Morwell here at Ted Summit and Reserve.
The other way to break your heart a little bit, Moe's been doing all the attacking and just can't get the score on the board. Morwell, bang, goal. And all of a sudden they've moved out to a 20-point lead again. Happened
a couple of times today where Moe have done all the attack and Morwell have gone forward and ripped it out from under them by scoring a quick goal and getting them on the rebound. But certainly the last 10 minutes has been all Moe, and they've been defending well and attacking well.
So ball back in the centre of the ground, late in this third term. Up they go there. Grinning gets first whack on it, going through there nice with Suter again. Good hands back to Grinning. Grinning, good up and under kick. He's been pretty lively there today too. Up they go. A great mark to Morwell. Just inside the 50-metre arc, and he's a lively type too, is he's young Brereton. So he's taken the mark, and he'll have a shot from goal. He'll probably kick from just inside 50, and we'll see how he goes. But this certainly would certainly hurt Moe. 20 points in front at Morwell at the moment. In he comes. Brad Brereton, a young player, puts the ball on the boot. Nice looking kick off the boot, and he's driven that home. Don't you worry about that one. So that's Brereton's second goal for the afternoon, and more importantly, it's Morwell's 8. They move on to 8-56 to Moe 4-6-30. And again, Morwell have been in this quarter again able to get that little purple patch for 3 or 4 minutes.
2 quick goals by Morwell. Moe had all the attack. 2 quick goals, and it sort of breaks the heart of Moe. They've done all the hard work, nullified them for the first almost 18 minutes of that quarter, and then they've just got 2 quick goals, and Morwell have blown it back out to a 26-point lead.
So, yes, they're back in the centre, and we're looking at some final scores today, and I'll get them as we come out with any ones later in the day. Ball back in the centre. Up it goes there again. Moe an opportunity to go out. Little kick to give it forced out. Blazer on the end of it now. He kicks it cleverly into centre half forward. Goes back quickly. Couldn't quite find a handle to it where there was Jenkinson. Ball comes out again and more. Suter crashed in the contest. Umpire says it was a bit hard. And Mutke, when Mutke hits you, he knows
He knows you hit.
And he Suter there, but Suter's tough as nails. Brings it down, gives it back to Bailey. So Bailey now goes, takes his man on and beats him too, gets around, little kick to the wing in the contest. Up they come, getting a fist on it there was Blazer.
And there a kick being paid downfield against Moe for a late tackle on Bailey there.
So a free kick now will be taken by Noy. So Noy on the wing for Morwell, thumps it to centre half forward in there, but getting a fist on it was low for Moe, and again a thump out of trouble. Up they go, Grinning's in there, he can't get hold of the ball, again Stacks on the mill deck, and the umpire says, give it to me, fellas, we'll have a ball up right on the point of the square.
Young Grinning's been good this quarter. He's lifted his work rate and he's done a good job in the ruck. Morrow's a bit more experienced than him, but he certainly held his own this quarter.
And Morrow then takes it out of a push and shove, and be a free kick going to Grinning. And he's also done a bit off the ball, so Grinning now and goes by hand, and the umpire's just play and finally gets it across to Suter, and Suter then lace up to his man in there, and a nice mark taken from Morwell by young Michaelides, who's been pretty quiet today, Robbie.
He's been quiet. He had a purple patch in the third quarter. He lifted his work rate and really got Morwell going a bit, and he's been quiet since.
So Robbie Michaelides, a very skillful footballer, and he'll have a shot. He'll be just kicking on his 50-metre range, so when he comes there now, Michaelides puts it on the boot, and a nice little kick off the boot, just fading into the... Not going to have the carry, and a little Good effort there by Mussel, but he's forced over the line and be through for one behind. So in the Dock Shop scoreboard, we'll move on to 9-9-57 to Moe 4-6-30. We've played 24 minutes into this term.
Moe bring the ball back in through Blazer. Blazer gets the ball out now onto the half-forward flank. Chipping along the wing now, looking for Kugel. Kugel takes the mark there for Moe. Runs through the centre and feeds it off quickly there to McIntosh. McIntosh goes wide. It's a foot race out there between the two players, one from each club, and the Moore guy picks it up. Swings around now. Can't get clear Murphy, but gets a hurried kick back, and McIntosh, who kicked the ball to start with, marks the ball back in the centre square. Big Kugel's calling for the ball, but he's gone further that, looking for Carl Mutke. Mutke can't take the mark, but gets paid the free kick. So Big Mutke's got the kick in the centre of the ground now. He moves the ball. Well, went to go long, but ends up going short into their forward line. More taken. Mutke gets the handball back now. Kicks the ball in long. It's Simon Noy back there for Moore. Picks up on the last line of defence, and they made a bit of a mess of that, Moe. They tried to double play that, and it didn't come off, and it doesn't look good when it doesn't come off. So Moore got the ball now just inside the 50-metre arc on the far side of the ground. Ball's kicked out to Timmy Ryan, coming back inboard now. Moore, they move the ball up through centre wing. Good strong mark there by Taddison. Taddison turns around, plays on quickly now. Moves the ball down there to Mannon Johnson. Mannon Johnson in the one-on competition. He runs away, gets his 5 yards clear, dribbles the ball around his corner and puts it straight through the middle. Mannon Johnson's got his fourth for the afternoon, and that's a good goal there by Morwell, and that's a costly turnover in the last line of defence by Moe there. They should have been going forward, having a shot for goal. So Mannon Johnson's got 5 for the afternoon.
I think he's got 5 now. Yeah.
So the Dock Shop scoreboard here at the almost the 26-minute mark. Morwell have kicked away. They've gone 9-9-63 to Moe 4-6-30. And I think Adrian Bergiel would be pretty disappointed with that forward line entry then by Moe.
He'd be very disappointed, and they've just they keep taking the wrong options, Moe, going forward. And I think from their point of view, that's really one of their structures they're going to have to look at. Ball back in the centre of the ground. And it's been all Morwell in the last 8 minutes here. Back they go. And up there, and there's the siren. And here at three-quarter time, and Morwell have really started to work there. They take this assertive lead. They're 9-9-63, leading Moe 4-6-30. And certainly in that last 7 or 8 minutes,
Corey lifted his work rate around the ground, and it'll be interesting to see if he can finish the game off. And certainly the new guy from Morwell, Dan Mussel, has had a pretty good presence out on the ground, forward, back and in the ruck. So he's certainly a handy pickup for him.
Very handy pickup. Back goes in for the last quarter here. Up they go again. Grinning gets on it, but then Big Morrow gets on it and roves his own ball, gets it in and back in the centre. Crashing through there was Jenkinson. He's wrapped up in the tackle. Umpire says, give it to me, and we'll have a ball up in the centre of the ground.
9-9-63 Morwell to 4-6-30 Moe, the start of the last quarter.
Up they go again. Morrow slaps it to the advantage of Moe, but no one at the fall of the footy. Crashing in there more with an opportunity. Suter now gets up, goes by hand looking for Bailey. Bailey can't find the head. Walking, pick up for Moe there by Collins, and he drives it forward into the ball eludes everyone. Opportunity there for Ingle to pick off the ground. Has a shot for it. Goes across hits the point post. And he really should have done a lot more with that, Steve. He should have picked it up and kicked the goal.
The Morwell player went to ground, fell into his hands, and he didn't bend over to pick the ball up. He tried to sock it off the ground, and another wasted opportunity for Moe there.
So opportunity gone begging there for Moe. It's deep in the forward pocket for Moe. Ball thrown back in, goes across there. Rocking his big Giel gets hold of it here. The kick round the corner. But again, it's missed its target. But plenty of backline pressure from Morwell, and the ball's gone out of bounds on the full. And a free kick going to Morwell. That'll be taken by young Jacobson. So Jacobson for Morwell in that last one defence. Lights are on here at Moe. Fantastic day. Big crowd and great game here to be enjoyed by the spectators. Jacobson's got the ball. He goes short. Goes dangerously. Gets it across there to Royal. Royal will come across from Glengarry. Goes out there to the halfback flank, forced forward, a little kick off the ground, but at the fall of the footy for is Fry. He gets hold and kicks it up and under sort of kick, but to no one. And again, a mark taken by Suter for Morwell and that halfback flank. And Suter's now good, looks for that lead. He goes across, the ball eludes him, hits the deck, and goes out. And this away, that away, picked up by Jenkinson. And again, no one can really make the most of it. Ball picked up by, in comes the big fella Morrow. He can't find the handle to it. Bill strips on the deck and picked up now by Bailey from Morwell. He gets it by hand to Jacobson. Jacobson then kicks it to the advantage of Morwell, the half-forward flank. In the road there now is Van Dyke. He gets it across nicely, and Moe out of trouble momentarily, getting it across to Vesti, who dropped what he should have taken. Good enough. He didn't quite elude his man. Good, clever work there by Darby Lock, and good strength, and a free kick going there to Lock from Morwell.
Good play there by Darby Lock, because Moe away then if he hadn't held that up. Vesti dropped the mark and then it was tackled. The ball goes forward now through Suda. Tries to break the tackle, runs into a brick wall, dropping the ball, calls the umpire. So Suda tried to take him on there, couldn't get through, so good tackle there by Biffin from Moe. He's got the ball on the 50-metre arc. Comes out wide now to the grandstand side, kicks straight to Darby Lock, only gets a hand on it, can't take the mark. Ball comes out, Jenkinson's there for Moe. Darby Lock's still in there. Ball comes out to ground now, and it's Jacob Wood first for the ball. He's well pressured there by Royal, but he gets the kick away. The kick goes forward now towards Moe, where Kugel's up in the air against Duncan. Duncan gets the ball now, turns around, brings the ball back in centre for ball. It goes down the ground where Renitz and Hutchison, but Renitz takes the mark. Renitz has got the mark now, half-back flank for Moe.
Yeah, a bit of physicality there by young Renitz, but all in the...
Morwell 9-9-63, lead Moe 4-6-30, no scores yet, 3.5 minutes gone to the third quarter. Renitz goes back deep into the goals now. Dangerous kick, the mark's not taken. Johnson's there for Morwell. He swoops on the ball, but Moe's good enough to get it clear. Dangerous play there by Moe. He comes back out now onto the centre wing where Royal Michaelides gets the ball. Can't take it, goes to ground now. The ball's out there for Morwell. Fumbles the ball goes over the boundary line to be a throw-in right in front of our commentary box. 75, 80 metres around from the Morwell goal. So dangerous play there by Moe. He nearly come unstuck. They went back into the goal square, an unmarked player, and he dropped the ball and nearly made a meal of it. That was young Fry. Ball's thrown in now directly in front of the commentary box there. It's punched down by Hogarth for Morwell, but it's a free kick in the ruck contest, and it's going to Joel Suter. I didn't see that was before. So centre wing now. Joel Suter's got the ball, the new coach of Morwell. He looks to move the ball forward. Comes in now, he brings the ball into the centre half forward area, back into the centre of the ground, looking for but can't find his Taddison. The ball's marked by Moe. He comes straight back to Suter again. Morwell's kicked the ball straight back to him, and Suter will get another free kick there against Big Morrow, the long and short of it. So Morrow infringed with Suter there, so he'll go now and kick Morwell into attack again. He goes short, looking forward, finding Boyd Bailey. He swings around now, he runs to the 50-metre line, kicks the ball long, it won't be a score. Ball goes into Morwell, no one can mark the ball, comes to ground. Mannon Johnson's there, ball goes over the back of the pack, off the hands, out of bounds for a throw-in, directly adjacent Morwell's goal point post.
Nearly set play suited to Bailey, I think, isn't it?
It was pretty close to it. 63 Morwell, 30 to Moe. 5 minutes gone of the last quarter. The ball's thrown in now in Morwell's forward pocket. It's a long throw in by the umpire. The ball comes to ground. It's swooped on by Morwell. Morwell got a brick wall back here. Ryan gets the ball out. It's a snap over the shoulder. It's a goal to Morwell. Good play there by Morwell, and that was Timmy Ryan again. Got the handball out, and a great snap over the shoulder to Morwell. I didn't see who it was. It's a bit dark over there, Peter. I'm sorry.
It is a bit dark. Yeah, I don't know whether it was Grinning, was it?
Might have been Grinning, the big fella, but it was good play by Morwell. They boxed the ball in and they shut Moe down, and Timmy Ryan got the ball quickly across there, and it was a snap around the corner, and it was a good long goal. So Morwell move on to 10-9-69, lead Moe 4-6-30.
Yeah, I think great hands again there by Timmy Ryan. He doesn't have to have too many touches to really hurt you, does he? Ball back in the centre, up they go again. Morrow gets first, so then roves his own ball, runs into it, kicks it cleverly into the centre half forward line. Again, Noy puts the hand up, good fist on it, picked up at the 4 of the footy out, a shot for goal, going for Jacob Wood, and it's through from behind. So another point to Moe. They just can't find the middle of those sticks in this game. They move on to 4-7-31 to Morwell 10-9-69, the Valley Ford scoreboard. Moore with the ball, bring it back in quickly. Gets it across there to Jacobson. Jacobson still in the last line of defence, switches the ball across the ground. And they've got the numbers back at the moment, Moore. Nicely in that last line of defence, little kick over the top. And there he is. He's working pretty hard, Suter, in this last quarter. So that's Joel Suter, still inside the 50-metre defensive arc. Little pop over the top. And to his brother back there, and the old 1-2, but again, fair bit of pressure put on by Moe. They've got the ball now. Good clever work, gets it back to Morrow. Morrow can go inboard, cleverly looking there for Blazer. Blazer goes over the top, and a mark there taken for the big fella from Moe in Engley. So Engley can have a shot from goal. He'd be kicked from 50, but he can certainly kick the distance.
Directly in front. Good play then by Moe. Bring the ball back into the centre corridor. Move the ball well, and Engley took the mark there, and now he's got a shot on goal.
So Engley, here he comes now. Moe directly in front. Try and ring up the 5th goal here for Moe. Puts the ball on that right foot. Long-looking kick. He already has one this afternoon, but I think he's pulled it to the left and through for one behind. So again, Moe just falling down in that last line of defence. So Moe move on to 4-8-32. Trailing more 10-9-69, the Dock Shop scoreboard. Ball put back in quickly and dangerously. But still in that last line of defence.
While that play was going on, Doug Grinning from Morwell hopped from the centre of the ground all the way off the ground with his foot up off the ground. So the trainers were working on him in the centre of the ground. He got up and hopped all the way off the ground without putting any weight on his foot. So not a good sign there for young Grinning.
And a whistle on play, and there'll be a free kick, and that free kick was off the ball, and a 50-metre penalty against Morwell. So Moe will line up from a goal, nearly directly in front. And I didn't really see what happened there, but I think a bit of off the ball action. And looks like it might be Ainsworth, might line up for a goal. It's getting pretty dark here, Steve.
It is.
And he lines up
very dark here.
and kicks the goal, and it's Moe's fifth. And it's certainly one that they've worked very hard for. And I think that one they really needed. So that's Ainsworth kicked that goal. That's his second.
So may we move on to 5-8-38. Trail Morwell 10-9-69. 8.5 minutes gone to the last quarter. And they certainly 50-metre penalties are costly. We saw one against Moe in the third quarter, which cost a goal, and one against Morwell there cost them a goal. They're a big penalty in modern football.
So again, Ainsworth has 2 goals this afternoon, but they really haven't found a goal kicker in there. And for Moe, they were all pretty much singles up to date. Ball back in the centre. Good work by Morwell to go full forwarding now. Halberty didn't have it, and the umpire says free kick to Morwell. And give him a run on the ball now was young Matty Royal. So he goes out wide looking for Jacobson. Jacobson's got a good pair of hands and takes the mark. And moves pretty well, the fella. He goes this way, that way, tried to get round Ainsworth, but goes to go over the top and gives it to Suter. Jacobson takes it back, goes long into the forward line. Up they go, and a mark for Morwell. There he is, taking a nice mark there, is Robbie Michaelides. And he'll line up from 15 metres out directly in front and will not miss.
Should not miss. Good play by young Jacobson there. I've liked his game this afternoon. He's been quite handy for Morwell, and that was good steady and play there. Kept his head. It was pressured but managed to get away. Michaelides comes in now directly in front, puts the ball on its way. Goal umpire moves across to his left a little bit, but I think it's all clear, and he's given it the all clear, and that's Michaelides' second for the afternoon. And Morwell move on to 11-9-75, lead Moe 5-8-38, almost the 10-minute mark of the final quarter here at Moe. It's been a great afternoon, the weather's held off, and been a terrific afternoon for football.
It has, and so Morwell there, 75-38. They'll be very pleased with this performance here this afternoon. Yet to win a game this year. Lost the first couple, and new coach Joel Suter. Be very pleased with these players, and a fairly even performance too. Then there again is Mussel from Hall. He gets on of it, popped up now, and good shepherd off the ball by Moe. Jenkins is on the end of it. He gets it across there to Blazer, who drives the ball forward. Begiel now picks it up. He's tackled in the contest, goes back to Blazer. Blazer goes by hand out wide, looking for his man, gives him plenty of opportunity. But going backwards was young Collins when he's found his man in Begiel. So Begiel too far out from goal. Looking to go on the lead. Lead's going everywhere. Begiel still holding the football up. Decides to pop it to the forward pocket, but a real poor option from even easy mark taken in by Morwell in that last line of defence in the back pocket. So Morwell to bring the ball out, and that's Hogarth. He gets it, goes short, and Duncan's now got it. That's Funky Duncan. He goes long, but a poor kick, and a mark easily taken there for Moe by young Biffin. So Biffin likes to play on and does this occasion, runs inside to the 50 and poor disposal, but the front position, couldn't quite hang on to Begiel. Good defensive work by Moore to work the way out. The old 1-2 goes this way, that way, and ends up in there with Tatterson, who then thumps it long into the centre of the ground, putting it onto the run. Nicely there of Darby Lock. Darby Lock spilled where he could have got it, but good work there to back him up. Darby Lock back with it now. He kicks it long to the half-forward flank. Bit of body on body. Good, clever play there by Moore. Player to pick it up now. Run inside 50. Have a shot for goal. And it's going across the face. And through for one behind.
Good build up there by Moore. Didn't finish off, but they certainly ran the ball in well. They move on to 11-10-76. Lead Moe 5-8-38.
And pretty dark conditions, a little bit slippery out there now.
Looks like the ball's got a bit greasy now. The ball's hitting the grass and skidding on.
So we played nearly 12 minutes in this term, and ball with Rennitz now to bring the ball back in, decides to go short to Biffin. So Biffin with the ball, picks it up, goes out wide to Lowe. Lowe takes the mark, still inside their 50-metre defensive. Lowe then nearly runs out of bounds, but the umpire gave him the benefit of the doubt and kicked it out of bounds on the full anyway. So a free kick to Moore. And that'll be by Jacobson. Jacobson takes a free kick, moved it quickly, but again held up in the opportunity. Good work again by Suter, who's been lively in this last quarter and a half. Jacobson picks it up now. He kicks it into the hot spot. Up they go. No mark taken there. Good work by Hutchison. Goes by Ham, but intercepted by Moe. Picked up by Wood at centre half back. He tries to elude his opponent. Gets it across by hand, and away they go through the McIntosh. He kicks it down the line, and in there's a little Bentley. He can't pick it up, and again just the poise of Moore at the moment, and just take the pressure off it. Gets it back into the centre, goes out wide, and a mark taken on the far side by Moore. Runs at a 50-metre arc, has a blazing shot for goal, and again he's missed the big ones, and it's through for one behind.
Plenty of opportunities, Moore. They might need to hone in on their goal kicking skills a bit. They don't want to be in a close game missing the goals they've missed today. So they move on to 11-11-77 to 5-8-38 Moe. 13 minutes gone to the final quarter. As Moe bring the ball back in there around on the clubroom side of the ground. It's all Moe here, so they take an easy mark. The ball's out of their defence now. Comes along up to the centre wing where we see Vesti and Jacobson. Well done, Jacobson in front position. Jenkinson running through there. Unlucky not to get a free kick. Duncan takes the ball, gets a high tackle. Unlucky there, Moe. Could have gone either way there. So Duncan will take the kick now. Centre wing. Grandstead or social club room side of the ground here at Morwell. He goes back into defence across to the centre half back area, finds a man there who takes the mark and will kick the ball forward now.
They can play across this side of the ground if they like, Steve.
Would help us.
Ball back. Up they go, King to a pack. No one can get to there again. The full of the footy and good little Wood in there. He can't find the handle. Finally does, gets there now. Gets it back to Blazer. Blazer at centre half back position for Moe. He kicks it out wide, out onto the wing. Moe with the numbers there running onto it. Good, clever play. Gets hold of it now. Goes by hand. Looking now. Long thumping kick. I think going butt kick into the centre half forward. Looking for high pliers. No one home. And nice mark taken there in that last line defence for Morwell. And that Brown, I think, wasn't it? He gets it across there to Short. Scholz goes into looking for Jacobson. Jacobson, who's been great this afternoon. For Morwell, takes another mark. He eludes his player again and puts Mann and Johnson under enormous pressure. Ball hits the deck. And again, good work by McIntosh. So he can't, again, to put the pressure on. And a whistle on play and be a free kick.
Free kick to Schultz for Morwell on the half-back flank. Heading in towards the centre of the ground. Now he moves the ball along centre wing, looking forward but can't find, but Johnson's there running on. The ball spills to the ground. Johnson's got the ball now, can't break free. Over the top is Brereton. Brereton's clear now. He can run into the open goal here. He runs in, he shanks the kick, but it comes back in the air and straight through the middle to Morwell. Morwell move on to 12-11-83 to Moe, 5-8-38. 15 minutes gone of the final quarter.
That's Brereton's third goal too, so he's been a handy player this afternoon.
He's been a handy player, played the first two games in the back pocket, so he'd be liking getting forward. So certainly done the job this afternoon for Morwell. Good play then by Morwell. They were deep into attack, Moe, and they got a free kick and moved the ball along the wing well and looked for each other, and the running options were there, and it paid off for them.
Yeah, well, so they've really, Moe just haven't been able to get some clean football at the moment. So Morwell 83. Moe 38, ball back in the centre, up it goes. Moe opportunity, go behind it. Again, you got to be happy with the tackle. Your Moe ball squirts out the back to Moe in a kick long into the centre half forward. Big ball hits the deck, coming in there for Gill. He goes to ground. Good defensive work again. Matty Royal picks it up for Maul, gets it back, dishes the ball off. They get out of trouble, but only momentarily because the big fella Morrow has taken them up. But a free kick off the ball. And a bit of frustration settling in, I think. And now Jacobson again with the footy. He gets up and go looking for Royal. He can run under it, does so now. He's tackled high. Umpire says no. He had an opportunity, and the umpire says give it to me. No prior opportunity. And we'll have a ball up right in front of our commentary box. Ball 83, Moe 38, 16 minutes in.
Ball's on centre wing now on the club room side of the ground here at Moe. Ball comes to ground. Mussel almost, Tattison almost took it away, but another pack forms on the ground. The umpire will come in and ball it up again. The umpire now with the ball on centre wing, directly adjacent to where he just balled it up. Ball goes up again. It's Morrow and Mussel. Mussel gets the ball down to the advantage of Moe. Peter Ainsworth now. He runs on, runs the ball in, looking for Burgill. Burgill's there. It's one-on-one competition. Ball comes to ground. Ball spills forward. It's socket off the ground, and it's a forced through for a behind to Moe. They move on to 5-9-39, Morwell 12-11-83.
Again, Muckley and Engley in that. They just need to do more with the footy. Ball comes out quickly to Jacobson again. And he's been fantastic today. He goes
had a
short.
Fair day, hasn't he?
He's had a ripper. And goes to Bailey, who's been pretty handy too. So Bailey then goes over the top. switches the play over to Brown. Brown then works it out, and Morwell again with the numbers gets it back to Tatterson, who's been pretty serviceable too. And I think the even spread of players from Morwell, as they've been using the ball well, and there hasn't been any two real weak links. Ball goes into the centre, picked up now there by Moe. A long thumping kick into the forward line. Up they go. Good ball hits the deck. Engley's in there. He can't get hold of it. Good defensive work again by Moore to keep the ball out, and away they go through out of defence, and a little quick give, and there he is again, Jacobson. And he goes and kicks it long down the line, looking for Royal. Ball comes in there, good work by Collins, can't get hold of it. In there from Moe is Blazer, and he picks it, shrugs the tackle, goes backwards to go forwards, looking for Lowe, and finds Lowe at centre half back. Lowe then goes inboard and finds little fella Bentley, who's been lively since they brought him on. Bentley then goes to the hut looking for Begiel, puts hands up, can't hang on to it, gets it back now, goes by hand, getting across there to Engley, who's again, the defence of Moore has been absolutely fantastic, and they've wrapped him up, and umpire will throw the ball up. Up they go at centre half back. Bishop Gall squats out there, picked up there by Duncan, who's been very service all day today too. Great effort there. In Guy Hogarth, he's wrapped up in the tackle, should be a free kick to Moe, and is. And free kick will be taken out there. He dishes the ball off, goes inboard, and at front position, but again the defensive Moore brings the ball to ground. They just go in waves and bring the ball out, up and under, sort of kick into the middle of the ground, front position, holding on. Free kick to Moore. Oh, again, was a little bit quick there for young Tatterson, and he didn't see it coming.
He wasn't ready for the quick handball.
Look away handball.
Ball's in the centre of the ground, 19 minutes gone, Morwell 12-11, 83, lead Moe 5-9, 39. Ball's in the pack out on the centre wing now as the ball, Moe force the ball forward through Morrow. Morrow can't get the ball clear, Moe now trying to force the ball forward, quick kick into their forward line. Sees Bergill got the front position, can't take clean control of the ball. Simon Noy being awarded with a free kick, Bergill hanging on. So frustration there by Adrian Bergill grabbing the player there when he couldn't get possession of the ball. Sudanow's got the ball, he runs across the goals, brings the ball out onto the centre wing. Moore will take the mark out there on the far side of the ground. It's Hogarth. Hogarth moves the ball now, brings the ball back into the centre half forward corridor area. Ball's dropped, comes to ground, it's picked up by Moore. Player swings around with a check side kick around his goal, finds a man 5 metres clear on his own, Manon Johnson. So Manon Johnson will line up for his 6th goal, 12 metres out, directly in front.
And that was Brereton again. Brereton's kicked 3 goals and created. That was good check side sort of kick to found his mark, and well-weighted kick. So Manon Johnson, in he comes there now to get goal number 6, and puts the ball on the boot and makes no mistake of that one. He doesn't miss from that distance. So Manon Johnson has 6 goals, but a good work from Moore right from defence. They worked the ball out there. That half-back line of Moore has been absolutely fantastic.
Once again, that little player in the forward line, not the key target, but certainly making the most of his opportunities. Gets 5 yards clear and doesn't waste it when he does. Moore move on to 13-11, 89, lead Moe 5-9, 39. 20 and a half minutes gone of the final quarter.
So a big finish here. Moore 50 points in front, and they've just started to push away there now, and they've just been able to use the ball. Their skill level's been a little bit higher. And fantastic effort, but big crowd here this afternoon. Ball back in the centre. Up it goes there now. Again, no one can get a clearance, and the umpire will blow the whistle. And we'll have another ball up. Interesting on the better players. There's a few different ones. Little Jacobson's put his hand up as well.
Yeah, Jacobson certainly over the 4 quarters I think has been very good for Moore. Other players have been in and out, but he's been consistent the whole game.
So ball
punch forward now from Morwell. Grinning gets the handball out now to Schultz. Schultz moves the ball forward looking for, can't find Tatterson there, but it's all Moe. He comes back, spills the ball down, but Moe good enough now to recover. He gets tackled at the last minute. The ball comes to ground now. Jenkinson's there. Right on the boundary line, they keep the ball in play. Morwell are working hard to try and salvage something out of this. The ball finally is forced over the boundary line. On the 50-metre arc, Ball's attacking end of the ground.
You've got to be happy with the tackling of Morwell. We're 21 and a half minutes into the last quarter, and they are tackling relentlessly.
Yeah, certainly. And 13-11, 89 Morwell, the 5-9, 39 Moe.
Ball comes thrown back in there. Moe again with an opportunity to get out. The opportunity, flick a ball out to Blazer. He does. Blazer goes this way. Gets a high one. And it's been one of those contests all day between Suter and Blazer, and Blazer will get the free kick, and in the last line of defence, the ball's going to go back to Wood. So there's a little bit of feeling amongst this crowd out here today, and the ball goes back over the top, and been an opportunity for Moore to come in and kick a goal, and he keeps it around the corner, and a goal there kicked for Morwell, and a bit of physicalities happening in the game.
Bit of how to do here directly in front of us after that high tackle on Blazer.
So we know there's plenty of feeling between these teams, and Hutchison kicked that goal. And
the umpires have got the ball back to the centre of the ground. The players want to have a look what's going on.
So there's plenty of feeling out there, and there's certainly the umpire's back in the centre of the ground. Jack Brown's got hold of it. He goes by hand in. The ball hits the deck. Lowe's in there and held on. With a free kick going to Moe in the centre of the ground. Things have calmed down here, and we're back to normal. And a little kick over by Moe by McIntosh. He goes over the top and looking for his man there and finds him. And he's got a paddock of room over on the far side wing. Needs to go inside. 50 plays on. Kicks it inside. Looking for the high flyers. Up they go. No one can take them up. Again, Noy gets it from all. He's been really good today too. Up and under sort of kick. Blazer crashes into the pack. No one says ball comes back out. And again, there's a little bit of feeling, pushing and shove. And things have got a little bit out of hand in the last 2 or 3 minutes, Steve. And you can tell that it's sort of been a bit of feeling all day.
Certainly has. Morwell 14-11-95. Lead Moe 5-9-39. 23 and a half minutes gone to the final quarter, and things are getting a bit testy out there.
Ball back with Suter, who's been amongst a bit of it, so he switches the ball across the ground, and cool heads will prevail. And Morwell now going forward. Duncan, he kicks it out in front, looking for, I think it's Hogarth out there. He can't get hold of the ball, but the ball's gone out of bounds, and we'll have a throw in just on the half-forward flank for Morwell. And Morwell 14-11-95 to Moe 5-9-39. And Coolhead should prevail here because we're going to come back next week. And ball comes back on there, crashing in there again. And picking up for good work by Renitz, but he couldn't get on the ball. Little kick off the ground to the advantage of Morwell. And it's gone through for another behind. So on the Dock Shop scoreboard, we have Morwell 14 goals, 12, 96 to Moe 5-9-39. We've tried 24 minutes into this last game, and
certainly the
got
game,
a little bit heated.
Certainly the game shot now. You wouldn't want to do something stupid now because, as you said, we've got to come back next week. These players. So Moe, you've got the ball out of their defensive area now. It's coming back inwards now. Morwell got the ball on the half-forward flank, come across the centre of the ground now. Centre half-forward, the ball can't get off the ground. It's a foot race now coming out here. It's Jenkinson from Moe. He picks the ball up first in front, turns around now, gets his kick away. Gets his kick down the field. The umpire's called a free kick behind the play, and it's going to Morwell. So Boyd Bailey will get a free kick off the ball. The Moe player ran around, but they were clear. But Boyd Bailey's now got the free kick. He chips a short pass over into the forward pocket, and Hutchison's taken the mark. 30 metres out on a 45-degree angle.
We've got a North Gibby score too at half-time. Rosedale, 7 goals, 6 to TTU, 1 goal, 8. So, and
final siren has gone here, so Hutchison will kick at goal after the siren.
So Hutchison, who got the last one, he might finish with a couple of quick ones. So Hutchison there, just to put a bit of icing on the cake there for Morwell. They 14 goals, 12. So when he comes, Daniel Hutchison, 30 metres out on a 45, and he puts the ball in the boot, and it's gone across the face of goal. And he's had one of those sort of days, and it's gone out of bounds on the full. So the final score here today at the Big Anzac Day clash, Morwell, 14 goals, 12, 96, have defeated Moe, 5-9-39 in what was a pretty good. It was only really the thing in that from halfway through the third quarter that really the game sort of started to really get to the Morwell way.
Halfway through the third quarter, I thought Moe were actually getting on top of Morwell. They got it back within 11 points, and then Morwell rallied in that last 10 minutes of the third quarter and kicked a couple of late goals and sort of opened the game up a bit and certainly ran on the better.
And in true Anzac Day spirit, all the boys are shaking hands and everyone's all mates again. So that's a good
all's
thing.
Forgotten. So it got a bit testy there the last 2 or 3 minutes, but good to see that there was no real bad incidents off the ball or anything, but it did get testy when the ball went to ground. So a good effort. But it was a good physical game all the way through. Early in the game, there was a lot of patchy play on the ground because it was one-on-one football where both teams were playing one-on-one football and